watched, and just what do you think kind of drove that?
Yeah, like we said a few times, you know, he's had a couple nights where he struggled. Like, I was never worried about that. You know, he's that level of a shooter. Now, he's not going to do 44 every night, but he has that confidence. He puts in the work, you know, every day, and it was fun to see him kind of get loose and kind of showcase, you know, all that work he puts in.
Mike, then Robbie.
The connectivity tonight with the offense, just pleased with kind of improvements made over the last 2 games, and you know, what do you get back to basics in practice, or what are you kind of do to kind of refocus on the list?
Yeah, we had gone back, you know, after the Minnesota game and looked at some of the offensive, like what caused it, because it was, you know, there wasn't a lot of movement and things. So as we went backwards, looking at some games early in the season, comparing it to now, it stood out pretty good. So we put a ton of time here this last week on just getting more actions, more movement. And sometimes you can't always do that. People deny you can't just throw the ball from side to side. So at some point you still have to be able to go make a play. But I thought the guys did a really good job tonight keeping the ball, as we like to say, hot. You know, keep it hot and keep it moving. And you know, player and ball movement I thought was really good tonight.
Robbie, then Zach.
You talked about Lamar's ability to do this. Just how helpful is it for him and for you guys as a team for him to go out and, you know, it's still just December, have a night like this?
Yeah, I think it's you know, great for him. You know, I think even for really good shooters, you start to, sometimes if you overthink it, you can start to press a little bit in your own mind, you know, but when he gets 1 or 2 down, you can just see like it was just a relief for him tonight. That and then after that, it was, you know, then it was just fun, you know. Yeah, he's, you know, we need him. You know, he's an important piece. You know, so especially for our offense, he draws a lot of gravity, and for that reason. And you know, when we can get him going, and then on a night, you know, we get one of those other guys going, or if you can get 2 of them going on the same night, that's where, you know, offensively you can do some, have a night like this.
Zach, then Mike.
I guess to that end, just how important is it for, I mean, you know, 5 different guys in double figures. The whole team sees 17 threes go through the basket. I know a couple of down nights shooting coming into this. Just how important is a night like this where maybe A, they sort of feed off the teammate the way you talked about, and B, just everybody gets to feel a little bit more confident at the end of it?
Yeah, I think it's always good, you know, from, you know, confidence individually and collectively as a team. And it's funny how that works sometimes. You know, like one guy gets it going, it seems like everybody feels like they're hot. So, and really the you know, the Louisville game, I thought we had you know, better movement and things. We still got up to 80 points, but you know, some of those looks we just didn't hit them, knock them down the way that we would have liked. But it was nice to see tonight. You know, 30 assists to go with it. I think that's a big piece of it too, like we've talked about all year. You have 30 assists, usually that means we're getting pretty clean, good looks, the kind of shots that we wanted.
Mike and then Zach.
Coach, what led to the lineup change tonight, and how do you feel like Reed responded?
Yeah, lineup change, like I told Reed and Sam, it wasn't really anything more than we just want to try to create a spark. Wasn't anything negative towards either one of them. We wanted to take a look at it. I thought Reed responded great, like you knew he would. I thought it freed him up a little bit, you know, gave him coming off the bench maybe just a chance to process, you know, as the game's going. Allows us with Sam just a little more physicality to start the game, and then Reed come in and kind of utilize some of his speed and things. So, you know, he handled it great. I thought he did a nice job coming off the bench for us tonight. Very aggressive.
Zach, then Seth.
Lamar said tonight, or earlier today actually, you told him that tonight was going to be his night where he would go off. What led to your thinking of that, and what was that conversation like?
I don't know. I think I tell him that all the time. Yeah, we spent a little time just talking to him about, like, dude, just relax, shoot, like, just have fun, like, let that thing fly. And you know, again, when he sees a couple go down, you can just tell, like, he was feeling good about it.
Seth?
Darren, did you realize, I guess, as Lamar was, you know, racking up the points in the threes, did you realize he was closing in on that threes record or the building scoring record? And I guess, if you did realize that, was there any emphasis to try to get him that record before you pulled him out?
I really had no idea what the record was, but based on the fans, he was close to something. Yeah, apparently he broke a lot of them, so good for him. But The only thing I knew was the 40 points, just not even whether it was a record or not, just that, that's a pretty cool, milestone to get in the game, and, it's cool to see him get it.
Anything else? Thanks, Coach.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Coach.